time, lady. My name is Linda and my channel is Lady and the Frogs, and these are some frogs. These are some of the youngest ones who are going to enjoy what we're going to be doing today, which is a long overdue job of sorting through some Lego I've got. Now this box which I've got here, which is still all parcelled up, has been here for 2 months. So this is ridiculous, and I've spent a lot of money on this, and this needs to get processed. I don't even have any clue. I do have a clue, obviously, because I bid for it on eBay, but it's all still sealed. This may be the contents of somebody's bins, for all I know. But I've got lots and lots of very heavy parcels in here, and I've spent 150 on this. I don't know whether I should just tackle these separately, because obviously I've got different stuff. This I am expecting has, other than Lego, I expect that it has a lot of the stupid non-branded fake Lego, like Mega Bloks. I definitely know that it has got Mega Bloks, and my reselling business, I like to focus on the 2000 and previous. So I tend to do the 70s and the 80s and 90s stuff, which is kind of what I remember, not so much the 90s because I was a teenager, so I was doing other things. But you know, I have learned it since I've started selling on eBay. So this set, this job lot, has come with all of this. So there's 2 reasons why I went after this, and I have spent 150 on this one here with all these specific packages on it. And I mean, it has got a lot of other stuff with it, which I don't know how relevant it is. I think that's actually something that I've left over from something else. So the stuff which I've got, which is the stuff which I will be looking at mainly, is the 80s stuff. So this is an 80s thing. This is M-Tron. So this is not Classic Space, but this is a sort of offshoot that they did of it. Now it actually says 1990, but I do remember requesting some of this. So I know that some of it is like mid-80s, but I definitely had some of this one. But I mean, obviously I was like 8, 9. I was born in 1979. My brother was 10 years older than me, so I had his 70s Lego, which was all sort of given to me. So that's why I'm familiar with the stuff that predates that. So I'm hoping that I've got the pieces for that. I do have a lot of spares. The taller one there has got Lego spares in it, and this one that's behind all the drink, that one's going to be filled up with the stuff which I've got. So I have lots and lots of boxes of Lego which all need sort of putting away. So this job lot also has some modern stuff in it. This isn't so bad if it's the Harry Potter stuff which is in there. I don't expect any of this to actually be complete, so I am relying on my spares. This football set doesn't sell for much. This is 2002. I've had these pieces before. I just tend to sell them as sort of spares, but don't know. There's a good chance that I've got some of that, so we don't know. This is a good little set. This is 1990s. It does say 1989 on it, but I know that this is like 1990 onwards. I had some of the pirate stuff myself. I had the Forbidden Island. I've never had that set. I don't know. I think that's like Saber Island or something. I have to look all this up. This is something which is just a page of like a basic set. I have a lot of basic sets here. Let me just move all of this. So I've got some of the cardboard which would go to these basic sets. These don't sell for much, these cardboard ones, so it's not really here nor there, whatever that is. That's just some of the stuff that was in it. This looks quite modern, 2003. You see, I do sort of know what is modern, what I regard as modern. Obviously, it's already 20 years old. Oh, that's my washing blowing over. It's just such a variety in here. This looks like just a leaflet of Harry Potter. these are modern things. These won't sell for much at all, to be honest. That's a sort of like Technics racer, and I don't really rate them. I find them a pain in the arse and they hurt the fingers as well when you're putting them together. That modern, not that interested. This is Classic Space, so I'm hoping that I've got that. This is another bit of the football thing. That's a classic set. That's only going to be like a £5 set, as is that. That's like the Precinct racer, I think it's called the Precinct car or something. Not sure how much. See that again, that's like £5 to £10 for that. That'll be like a £10 set, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, because sometimes I know that I've got a lot of brown boat bases, but not so much the red boat bases. I'll show you what I'm gearing towards in a minute. Another classic set there, 1988, that one is just a fire set. More of the Harry Potter stuff there. This is like torn in half, which is a bit of a pain, but that's the castle stuff. I really like the castle stuff. That's the stuff that I was a big fan of, which I always used to ask for Christmas. 1986. I would have been 6 years old, so there is good reason. So this is the big deal with this job lot. This that is here is the base plate, I'm hoping, for this set. I already have 2 of these base plates. So this base plate, let me see if I can just get into this, because you don't know what I'm talking about. Just try and speed this up then. Speed it up, speed it up. I've actually got to be careful here though, because I don't want to destroy and ruin all the wonderful bubble wrap that I've got here. So this is rather dirty. Yeah, you see, that's the next thing that I'm like wondering about. You see, I've got my bowl here and my sieve ready to clean this. So this is the base plate for this set. So this base plate, I have seen people sell this for £50. Admittedly, they're in America. For some reason, Americans just have too much money to spend. This is actually, although it's dirty, it is in quite good nick, because you usually have breaks on the corner and there's usually like splits on the sort of like edges. So when you're putting it together, sometimes you can compress too hard and it'll fracture it. So this actually looks in quite good nick. There are sort of wear areas to it, but it does look quite okay. Usually there's like a corner missing, or you can see daylight through it. Yeah, all the studs are intact, so that's actually pretty good going for that. Filthy, but intact. So I do have a little, like, I do keep an eye on the prices for these, because I have been trying to create this set for a while. I've got loads of spares for this, and at the moment, with the instructions, this is selling for about £150. Boxed versions of this seem to go up to like 250, 300. So I was quite keen on getting this because I saw that it had the instructions. It wasn't like made a big deal of, but I could see it in the corner and I could just about see that, and I knew that it had like multiple pictures on it. So I took the gamble, big gamble, and it is here and it is intact, so I'm quite pleased with that, thankfully. So yes, this is the big winner with this. There is another big winner with this bundle. So this is, yeah, that's genuine Lego. This is the base plate for Forbidden Island, which I was telling you about. A bit bent. So yeah, and then this is not really what I want to see. This is Mega Bloks. I think it's Mega Bloks. It doesn't even say Mega Bloks anywhere on it. Oh, yes, it does. There's Mega Bloks on it. This is probably like, I think World of Warcraft have Mega Bloks, but it doesn't sell for much. I think Transformers as well, maybe. There's two like major big deals which people are on with. This will all just get auctioned off because I don't want to deal with Mega Bloks. I've had to make that decision. That's an easy decision to make, to not deal with Mega Bloks. One of the things that I have found quite hard to deal with is when I keep getting all these like modern Lego, which is all like different shades of like grey and green and all these other things. I have had to make the decision to stop dealing with it, because this is one of the reasons why I have so much stuff amassed everywhere. I'm just looking at another thing that I've got here, which I can't work out what it is. So I've got something else here, but the cover is missing from it. But it does look like it's quite cool. It's like some kind of building. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's part of, I don't know. So that's what it is. But because I've got the back and the front pages missing, I don't know what it is. But I will be able to find out based on the fact that it's got that battery pack on it. That battery pack is early 80s. So I do roughly know. So I've got some Harry Potter bits here. I mean, that is literally just the cover, so that's not very helpful at all. Privet Drive. Something else. I have a big thing of Lego spares for Harry Potters that I haven't done anything with. So this may well help me out with the fact that I've got so much of the spares, because I did sell a lot of it off because I was so fed up of looking at it. But you know, I haven't got rid of all of it, and it's still there and it's still in the way. That's a decent spaceship, which I think I may well have had a lot. I've probably got a lot of spares for that, so we'll see. This is something unusual, a Pirates magazine, which I've never seen. When I went to, the reason that I got into selling Lego is I got all my Lego down from the loft and I sold a lot of it off. And the Forbidden Island I had a sort of like an extra sheet, a sort of game, which I realise is now quite rare. I did sell it for £50, including this. It was just like a board game thing that came with it. But there's obviously a lot of stuff like that that was gone with the Lego Pirates, which has probably got a bit of kudos behind it. This is like a comic book, so I'm not sure about that. I've actually got that myself, and this doesn't sell for anything. It's just basic sets. Hopefully I'll thumb through this and I'll find some other instructions. So the other big deal about this job lot that I've got here was this. So this is the Weetabix house. So this I have had previously, and I've sold it for £50 before, just the set with a few pieces missing, a few substitutions without the instructions. So £50 without the instructions. People are asking, they're asking £300 for this brand new boxed in the sets. You know, mine obviously doesn't have the tray in with it, even though this is a box. It should have a little tray with it, but it's very unusual to find the box. It is only the box which tells you why this is the Weetabix house, because these sort of parts that are within it, some of them have got the smiley face and the eyes in it, but they're part of the build, and they make this Weetabix man. But it's only the box which shows this Weetabix man. It's not even on the instruction leaflet. So I'm hoping that around the Christmas time I may be able to get 100 for this. I'm hoping I've got some other spares for this if I don't have it. This is my reluctance with this set, is that although it's got this, I don't actually know how much Lego there actually is within this job lot. So that's the big deal. So I think I'm going to have to get the I'm going to have to wash this, I think, and start soaking it before I even think about handling it. So I'm just going to put disinfectant in it, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So that's that. I don't know whether to treat these differently and not mix it up with this, but this is the other job lot which I've got, which I obviously had come through this week. So this has got pirate ship in it and various other bits. It's got these which I don't like. I will not dismantle these. I mean, these are absolutely filthy as well, so I've definitely got to do a wash job. Look at the dirt on that. But I just don't want to. I hate these. These are called slicers. They're Technics slicers. So I don't even know how to explain it because I've not been able to like manage it myself. They're supposed to like throw things, or like a throwing bottle or something. I don't know. I don't like them. Last time I had them, I just put them all together and I had boxes. I had the parts, I had instructions, and could I sell them? Could I? They sat around for ages and I ended up selling for like £10, and it was a job lot of, it was literally a job lot of about 15 of them. So they're just absolute garbage. So this was one of the things which I did notice on this, that it had the cloth sails. So the cloth sails for this, I think this is, I'll have to look it up before I even say it. I think it's like Blackbeard's ship or something like that. Correction will be here. The cloth sails tend to sell on their own for a decent amount of money. It's probably about £20 for the cloth sails, the originals. Wow, this is dirty. Ooh. This is dirty, and it's got, sorry, I can see a tissue in there. I don't know what that is. That's not Lego. The box isn't Lego. I don't know what that is. So again, I've got these 3D things, absolutely filthy. I mean, I would think it's maybe been in a shed. Again, doesn't seem to be any cracks on these, so absolute bonus. That's a castle set, not quite sure what it is, not something I've ever had. And this is a Space Planet set. I've got some spares for this because I sold them on an auction and then the person sent them back saying these aren't full sets. No shit, because it was a job lot of Lego on auction. So I know that I've got some of the spare parts for this because I've sold this and then it came back. So this is all the Lego. Not actually that much, but a fair bit there to sort through. And as I was hoping, I do have instructions. So, oh yeah, of course, I do have 2 bags of Lego for this, so I haven't been that stingy with me. So, this is Explorers. I've got some spares for Explorers. Is it Explorers? Yes, it is. Of course it's Explorers. Duh. There's another space set. There's various space themes. After Classic Space, there was lots of various different space themes. So that is, I've got some of the spares for this. So I'm going to see what I can put together with my spares. I don't think that is Explorers. I think there's something, I can't remember it. But it is a space set. It's got some kind of Technics thing there, which I don't like, those Technics figures. I don't like anything about Technics. This, I can't remember what this is called either. It's like an underwater set. I can't remember the actual name for it, but I know that I've got a whole load of this underwater spares, which have also sat around. It was something that I was supposed to put on auction just to get rid of the spares, but I haven't. So I'm hoping I can sort of like piece together what we've got there. Oh, that's interesting. It's got a compass. I've had those compass pieces before and I wasn't quite sure what they went with. So hopefully I'll be able to sort out some of the stupid job lots which I've got and pair it up with the Lego that I've got here. That's Paradiso. I've actually got here, that's a base plate for Paradiso. This is not looking too good. It's actually supposed to look like that, but that one is very faded. This is a Western base plate. So I always seem to have the Western sets and then I never have the base plate, so I end up buying them. So it's good to see them. So hopefully that's a good sign of something that's going to be in here. What's this? I have no clue. So that's a poster. So that suggests, oh, of course, yes. So that base plate that I showed earlier is for Mystero's Castle. I do actually have some spares for Mystero's Castle, and I have actually got 2 of this chap, and I've even got his glow-in-the-dark wands. I remember when I was unfamiliar with it, I actually nearly threw away the glow-in-the-dark wands. In fact, one went in the bin. I had to fish it out with all the hair and sweet wrappers and stupid stuff which you get in this Lego, which I'm going to be doing within a minute, and then I'll be throwing up. So yeah, it's actually quite cool to see this. I've had I had nearly the full set for that thing as well. So that's just a poster, so that doesn't actually mean anything. Yeah, so Paradiso. This is something I've never actually had. This flopped listed. So I think this is like the fledgling of the Friends Lego. Apologies about that. It would appear, don't have enough memory. So anyway, before I was like rudely cut off and carried on talking, sort of rejigged a bit now. So anyway, what I was saying, yeah, is these may or may not be rare, but these were a bit of a flop at the time, these sort of like girls Lego, and it does look very peculiar. I mean, that looks rather peculiar. Some man who's a doctor and lots of dolly birds. I mean, they're not even nurses, are they? They're like wearing baby doll uniforms. It's very, very shady. This is, yeah, they were probably like, that's when they were like implied that they were being quite misogynistic. So yeah, I've got them. And this is the rest of the stuff which I was talking about but never got recorded. So that, I've got the base plate for that, so that's Paradiso. Again, this is the stuff which was sort of like geared towards girls. This was also a bit of a failure, but not as much as Bellevue. More Technics, which I'm not so keen on. But, you know, it does sell well, the Technics stuff. That's Technics. That's just a brochure. And a Freestyle, no, that's just a brochure. That's just happens to say Freestyle at the front. And then I do have this, which is, I've sold this several times. This fluctuates in price actually. Sometimes this sells for 20, sometimes it's more like 10 to 15. So it goes in fluctuations. The Pulsar, I think it is. I've definitely sold that at least 3 times. And then another space one there, which I can't remember what it is. UFO, I think. Yeah, just the UFO things. So that's all the stuff which I've got. I have actually now unpacked the boxes because there has been some time that has expired. So I have unpacked the boxes, which was a bit of a faff. I'm going to wash it and do each job lot separate, because the ones which are in these huge sacks, so there's 3 huge sacks of Lego like that. That one's still full. It is looking very promising because it's got this, so this sail, this cloth sail, the rest of it is actually in here. There's another piece of it there. These cloth sails are for the Barracuda ship, which is a which is another like £100 set. Very desirable. It's actually been re-released for the next generation. So this is what I'm sort of like hoping that I've got the pieces for that. And then it's got things like that, which is, this is the, they call it a horse bard. And these are like hen's teeth to find. I've seen people like selling these for like 20 to 30 pounds just for one, or like a little job lot of them. So they're quite good to find them. So yeah, I'm going to do these bags first, because this job lot has obviously got a lot of mega blocks in it, which I want to, so I want to sort through that so that I can just put the mega blocks aside, because the stuff which has come in the other job lot, which is one Lidl bag and one Waitrose bag, I don't think they will have that much mega blocks in it. So if I can just deal with this bit first and then get the mega blocks out of the way, because I want nothing to do with that, then I can sort it out. So this is where I am at the moment with it. This is just sitting here drying. I've got stuff in there soaking. People have asked me before what I use to wash it with. So obviously I've just got a little washing up bowl there. I've just got a little bit of washing up liquid detergent in there, a little spot of bleach in, as I don't want too much in case it takes patterning off, but it'll just, you know, get some of the grime off it. And then I'm putting this disinfectant, and apparently in other countries they don't have this, not so much in Europe, I don't know, but this is Zoflora, so this is a disinfectant, and obviously this one's pink grapefruit. It comes in a sort of like box, but it is nice. It's a nice smell, which is why I use this, and it does do the job. So yeah, that's what I'm using. And I just sort of soak it in there. I've sort of done a few things of that over the course of the day, because I've been sort of doing other things and listing things. So I've just been doing that, and once I've got all that sort of washed, then I'll go through sorting it, and then I'll do the same with the other two bags. So yeah, that's the process that I go through. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some decent sets out of this. Okay. Oh, the guys are here, and they're looking forward to sorting. So these are base plates, which have come up really well. All the crap inside them seems to have gone. That's not crap, that's just bubbles. So yeah, they've come up all right. So that's that bit. And then this is the contents of the 3 blue sacks that I had. So I've just done them for the time being, and then I'll do the other job lot later. So this is everything I've got. Obviously I haven't finished, there's still some in there, hence why I've still got the sieve. This is pretty wet, this is. I just sit it on here and it sort of drains out, but it will be pretty wet. So I'm going to start sorting this once we get back from the supermarket, and it's going to go on there. So I've just cut one of those sacks up just to sort it onto there, because there is a lot more than I actually thought. Obviously I've got the Forbidden Island. I've got one piece of the ship, but I do have some other pieces of the ship. This specific ship is actually the Barracuda, because I've got this. I mean, these sails, the set of the sails, you can sell that for about £35 anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. Got all the instructions there. I haven't washed them because it's Mega Blocks and I don't like it. So I'm just going to find a little box to put all the Mega Blocks in as I sort through that. But it's looking very hopeful. So yeah, pretty pleased. So I'm not going to show time lapse of it because it just gets a bit tedious, doesn't it? So and my phone will probably disagree with getting all hot. So I'm just going to sort it all out onto here as the way I like to do it, in categories, and see where I am with this. This is a quick update of where we are. So this is everything that's dry. It's not drier this morning, but it is still wet. So I'm going to sort all through this last bit today. This is the Mega Bloks. Obviously I've got my little bin there because there's lots of like tut that's in with this. It's actually not looking that bad. These are the Mega Bloks type things. Not as much Mega Bloks as I thought there would be. I thought it would be a bit of a nightmare. But this is the sorting. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Obviously I've got the instructions, and I doubt very much that the ones that have got the instructions are complete, and I will have to be pulling my own parts for it. But however, I have worked out that this is definitely for Black Monarch Castle, or the other castle. There's a bigger castle, but I've got most of the pieces for the Black Monarch Castle. It's just I haven't got a few little bits like this, so this would be a real help. The ship, there is only one piece of the hull, but obviously there's pieces of the hull with the other one for the Caribbean Clipper, and I've actually got some boat hulls, so I may well be able to put to this Barracuda together. And yeah, these shields are also from the Black Monarch Castle, which I've nearly got it complete. The things that I was actually missing from the Black Monarch Castle were actually these. So I'm really pleased that I'm actually going to be able to pull that together. A lot of really cool stuff in here, including little space sets. So yeah, so this is how I do the sorting. Once all this gets in here, this is going to look chaotic. And this is like the organised stage. So Technics, these are sort of wall panels, wheels and anything car related, doors, slopes, bricks, plates, greenery. These are minifigure accessories. These are sort of like other accessories. So as you can see, we've got the cannons there for the ship. And they will also be part of the Eldorado Castle. More little bricks there, little plates, the corner pieces, grills, anything fence related, studs and smooth flat pieces and sort of like barrel pieces and anything printed. And this was my worry when I was getting this job lot. They said, oh, there's hardly any minifigures with this. I have sort of like reread it because I was like, I'm sure it said that there was hardly any minifigures. They said there was hardly any minifigures, and particularly not any Star Wars minifigures. So that suggests that what they tried to do was put together the Star Wars and the Harry Potter sets. So there's plenty of Harry Potter figures. And I mean, there's even Hagrid here, although he's missing his beard. He's normally the one that's missing. You know, and then like, it's got the Phoenix there, which is, oh, sorry, it's the wrong way up. It's got a marbled tail. So it's got the Phoenix there, which is part of Chamber of Secrets. So, yeah, I'm a lot more confident about this now. So, yeah, this is quite a task that I've got ahead of me, and I haven't even started on the other job lot, so I'm going to crack on. Right, so we've got all this now sorted into piles. So I know it looks crazy, but this is as tidy as it's going to be, because once we start sifting through this, it's all going to start falling down. Okay, so over to you, lady. So the sets that we've got, there are numerous sets in here. I doubt any of them are complete. For example, we've got all of these wheels here. This is from a Star Wars set with Mace. I know that I haven't got Mace Windu in here. And I know that it's not complete, but that's just going to go with spares because Star Wars spares sell really well. However, the stuff which I am going to do is sort of based around that. Well, we have got the instructions here. So the first thing I'm going to do is do this, because I've already got a load of these spares already up. This is the Eldorado Castle. And then obviously we've got another pirate one here, which we've got instructions for. We've actually got 2 of the base plates that go with this. But I'm not sure that I'm going to do the other one. The other one is, I've actually got the things up here. So the other one is this Sabre Island, which uses this. But I don't think I'm going to do that because it uses the same plates that this uses, which you can see there. And I've got another base plate for this, and this is the one that's around the 150 to 200 pound region. So I'm definitely going to try and do 2 of them rather than waste it on one of these lesser ones. These ones only sell for around the 50 region. And as far as pirates go with this, I mean, I've actually got from a previous job lot some of that. We've got Forbidden Island, which we can do. Like I said, this didn't have all of the spares that we needed. However, this is 2 of the parts that were missing, so I've definitely got them. So I've got the potential to do at least 3 of these, except for the fact that I'm missing major parts like the staircase and bridge. So I'm going to be doing that. The other thing that I'm going to be doing the inventory for this. I know that I don't have all of the boat hulls. These pieces are really hard to find. So it's a bit of a pain in the bottom, but I've just looked. This is for the Black Sea Barracuda, which is this. In America, this sells, admittedly boxed, for £500. So this is definitely worth doing. It's 150 complete without the instructions. I've seen some spares go for 120. This is literally what I've just looked at today. So it's definitely worth me doing this. I may well even have some more parts for this, but I've got the sails, which is a bonus. I'm not sure that I've got all of the set of sails, but I've got the majority, and that's the battle. So I'm going to pull what I've got with the spares for that, and the other job lot which I've got, which I haven't sorted yet. It's got this one here, which is the Caribbean Clipper. So I know that's got some of the boat base which I can pinch, and then I'll have to get the other. I mean, this one sells for around 100 to 152, so it's weighing up what I've got. Other stuff that I've got. I have got sports set here. This isn't complete. I know that it isn't because it hasn't got these bits on it, which is annoying. The Harry Potter is definitely not there because it hasn't got the snake. Might have some of the others. I might be able to piece some of them together with the spares that I've got. There's none of the Weetabix house at a first glance, but I should be able to pull that with my spares. That I don't know. And then all of these are little smaller sets which all fit into the 80s, 90s, which I'm going to do. And then the other 2 really big ones which I've got are this, which is, what's it called? FX Patroller. So I've got the instructions for that, and I have actually already nearly got that, and those are the spares that I'm missing. So I should be able to pull all that out of all the spares which I've got here and do that. And then this, which Ziggy's leaning on, this is spares for the Monarch's Castle, which is what I need that for. I've only ended up with 1 of them. There is a red one, but this sells for 20 on its own, so I may or may not get the spares for that. I'm going to see what I need and how far I'm along with that. I may well even be able to do 2 of these castles now, the rate I'm going. So those are things that I'm going to do. Yeah, and then see where we are with that. I know that there's various other little like spaceships that are in here. I know that that's a little spaceship. So there's a lot in here which I need to check. So it's going to be a big mission to get together and try and work out what's in here. So despite the extensive sorting, I still have all of this, and I've got all of that, all of those instructions to check, all of these to sort of go through. But I'm sort of getting to a point now where I want to just assemble some of the stuff which I have got. It's only a few little bits which I've got ready. So this is the Pirate Island. There's a few sundry little sets there. That's about the biggest one. I just need to add the coins into that, which I have got. This one, which is the Eldorado Castle. So this is the one which is the big money. I want to get this on as soon as possible because at the moment there's only one other available for sale on as a buy it now on eBay, and it's on at 150 with instructions, no box. So that's the same as mine. So I want to get these assembled and photographed. At the moment I'm just going to obviously get that extension cable out of the way, and I do tend to do some photos there against the backdrop of the sofa. Sometimes when I've got white things, it just sort of stops the colour sort of blending in with the white. So I'm just going to assemble these and put them over there, take photos, get them on as quick as. The first one I'm going to do though is this one, which I've just checked through. So that's, what's it called? FX Patroller, FX Star Patroller. So I did have a load of these pieces already sorted out. I'm still missing some of the tiles, so I'm supposed to have 2 grey of that, and I haven't. So I've found an extra blue one which was from mine, and then that is supposed to be grey, but I've found the white one which I've got from other spares that I've got. So I'm going to put that together, and I'm going to put them together and get those listed today, and then tie this video up, and then there'll be some more, yeah, there'll be some more sets from all of this, because there's just way too much here, and I've got to start sorting the other thing. I may well just pull what I know that I've got, which is fairly modern, from this, and then I'm going to start doing the other job lot which I've got, because I know that there's crossover with what I've got in the other set. For example, this, which I have already tried to do, but I realised that the wheels were huge. I thought I had the spare wheels, but the wheels are humongous. I mean, it doesn't look that big, the minifigure sitting in it, but it is very big. So I'm just going to put these together, and then if you're still interested, please check out the next video, which will be more Lego. And Ziggy's excited and waiting.